Today we're going to ask the age-old question, are you a true terrier? With our EC327 project, we can finally find out. Time to test our peers.
Are you a true terrier? Can you make the top 10? Wow. What option will you choose?
Let's go senior.
Oof, high stakes. It's a tough one. Oof, you got 2 more tries.
Senior was a bad choice.
Don't you like those sound effects?
Yeah, they're so encouraging when you get it right.
Better luck next time. Wow. Do you want to post your score?
Yeah,
All right.
that was fun.
I'm so glad. Click that post button. All right, now let's go find your score. Click the leaderboard button. All right, find leaderboard in that navigation panel. Wow.
I'm at the top.
That's you. Amazing.
You did it.
Okay, so this is our project diagram for the entirety of our project, honestly. So the user boots up the application. It goes to our loading screen, which holds our little saying, "Are you a true terrier?" and our logo. Once the loading screen is over, the user then enters the categories. They can choose from five categories, all freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. Senior is the hardest, freshman is the easiest. The user chooses their category, and then they are given their questions. Their questions are pulled from 5 different arrays depending on the category that they choose. If they choose the freshman category, they will be given the freshman array. The questions are randomly generated, so every time they choose the category, new questions will appear in a different order. Questions are never repeated, and then the answers are also randomized. Once the user answers the question, they are either told that they are correct or they are incorrect through a series of comments. They are also given the correct answer, and then they move on. The user has 3 strikes until they're out. Once the user hits 3 strikes, they are moved on to the results page. The results page shows how many questions they answered correct, how many questions total. It also gives them their total score. The total score is calculated based on the category. So the total score is essentially the number of questions they got correct multiplied by whichever category they were in. So freshman is 100 points per question, sophomore is 200, so on and so forth. And then their total score is compared up against their saved high score. By default, their high score is 0 until they play at least one round of trivia. The total score is compared against the high score. If the total score is higher than the previous high score, or the high score gets overridden by the total score, and that is now the new high score, that gets committed to the phone's memory. So if they exit the app, then it's still there when they play again. They are also prompted to post their score to our leaderboard. They give us a username. We check if they actually gave us a username. If they didn't, then we ask them to give us one. They click post. It goes to our database. Database goes to our website. Then they click return. Once they click return, they return back to the categories page. And that's essentially that.
So once the user posts their score, those username and score are sent to our Firebase. So we chose Firebase because it's NoSQL, which is super easy to use. It sends each username and score as an individual document. We also choose Firebase because it was a Google product, so it worked really well with Android. Each username and score document is stored like this, with the username, score, and then the user ID, which is automatically inserted by Firebase. So then our website will query this database, pull out all of the scores, sort them in descending order, and then select out only the top 10. So that ends up to be what's posted on our website here.
So for our website, we decided to go with a simple HTML and CSS based website, which just includes a basic navigation aside element and a main aside element. So we click on the home, we just get the home base, which just gives a welcome message and offers a download button for the user to download our app. For the About Us page, we just have a simple rundown of who we are, and we also thank our TA Miguel because he helped us a lot with this project. And for our leaderboard, it's just post all the top 10 leaders and their scores.